Razor Sharp Studios, it's time for the Big Dog AC Show.
Big Dog AC Show, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. We got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on with the Big Dog and AC.
And first of all, I want to say thank you for showing up on time. Because I know I fucked up that intro last week. So I'm glad you're here to do it.
Well, the thing is we appreciate it. Razor Sharp Studios.
Yes, from the Razor Sharp Studios.
Well, I got a little grief. I was a little late last weekend, and Razor Sharp was like, "What the fuck are you doing?
You're
dude?
fired. Here's your pink slip." And I said, "No.
We're here.
His name's here. His name's on the show."
AC came out and talked him into keeping me around. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, you did. We got some great beer tonight. We kind of have a couple different ones, but the Sunny Days Barrel House Brewing Company, it's pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, this is from Barrel House Brewing Company in Paso Robles, California. It's called Sunny Days. It's a blonde ale with citrus, and it is 5.2% alcohol.
Not bad.
I like it.
Anything over 4 is good. There's a lot of breweries out there. Everybody's doing the microbrew, and there's all kinds of breweries. Segue into me and Snacks took a trip to Oregon.
That's not right. Okay, we're going to call that a segue. Go for it.
Yeah, that's a segue into me and Snacks going to Oregon.
Okay.
Never been to Oregon. I kind of went through it a couple times, but we actually went and checked some stuff out and looked around a little bit. And
how was the road trip with Snacks?
The road trip, actually in the car,
yes,
wasn't bad. It was good to have him there because, it was someone to talk to. Before you know it, 7 hours later, we're at the hotel. So,
yeah.
And then 3.5 hours after that, we were at the house looking around.
At the other place you were going to.
Yeah, the other place I was going to. So, it was interesting. I mean, Snacks, he likes to sing.
He's an interesting guy.
He is. I mean, there was a part when we were at the second night there at the hotel, and I was walking to the car, and he's belting, singing out of the third-story window. I was like, what in the hell is he doing?
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
So did he, because I packed a bunch of snacks for you guys, things that he liked, and so that you wouldn't necessarily have to stop.
No, and he ate every one of them.
And all the snacks were gone when you got back.
Yeah.
So that's good, but then did he... Like when you stop at a gas station or something, would he try to go in there and get a couple things?
Yeah, we went and got snacks. We were kind of doing the drive-through thing and all that.
What kind of snacks did he try to grab when he was out there?
I don't know. I think it was chips and like the Cheez-Its, stuff like that.
Cheez-Its and like a Powerade or something.
Yeah. Big Dog AC Show. We're drinking a little beverages tonight, so we're feeling pretty good. The Razor Sharp Studios are moving, so we're going to go where they're going to go. So
next month in April.
Yeah, so there's going to be a little break in the Big Dog AC Show, but we'll come back and
that's not going to be for like another 3 or 4 weeks. So.
Yeah, so we're going to do another one next weekend and the weekend after. And
you're not getting rid of us yet.
Nah, we're not going
still
anywhere.
Be here.
We're like what are we like?
We're like a fungus. You can't get rid of it.
Yeah. Yes.
We're around.
It's like we're under your toenails.
Nasty. Nasty. So, did you guys listen to the radio then as you were driving up? Did you guys sing in the car or anything?
Snacks likes to sing. So the whole trip up to Oregon, he was singing. And then you giving me a headache. I pretty much said, you're giving me a fucking headache, dude. I can't take it anymore. So we got up there. Props to Snacks to make that trip and go. You want to drive? Nope. He didn't want to do nothing.
He's always one that's ready to travel.
He wants to go.
He'll go anywhere.
So when we get up in Oregon, let's just go ahead and say it.
Okay.
When we get to Oregon and we get Razor Sharp Studios in Oregon,
yes,
we're going to go up there. Snacks has no problem coming out. So.
Oh shit, I just spilled the beer on myself.
Yep. You got to turn it around. You got to turn it around.
Well, no, I was like tipping it as I was far away from my face. And like thinking, oh yeah, I was talking to you, and then I spilled it.
What beer is that we are drinking, AC?
Well, as we said before, it's Sunny Days from Barrel House Brewing, and on the box that the 6-pack comes in a box is kind of cute, actually.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, there's a quote from the president and owner, and his name is Jason Carvalho, and I want to say that he's Portuguese. Portuguese guy.
No, he
So-
ain't. No way.
So I appreciate this beer. Thank you so much, sir.
Is he Portuguese, really?
Carvalho is Portuguese.
No, okay, we'll find out. What's his first name?
Jason.
Jason.
So he's American Portuguese.
Jason, hit us up
Jason,
on an email.
I just spilled your beer again on myself.
Yep, she
Oh
looks
my
pretty
God,
good with
what
all
the
the beer on
fuck?
herself. Yeah, she's feel fucked up.
It does
so.
taste good. I'm gonna spill half the beer on myself before I even get it in my mouth. Jesus,
Jeez, that's not gonna
that's
happen.
terrible.
Big Dog AC show. Thanks for listening. I gotta get out of this before
When
it
you
gets
don't-
nasty.
Yeah, I mean, you always say
No,
that,
I
like,
gotta get out
Big
because
Dog
you're gonna
AC
get
show,
it.
like you're
Yeah.
starting into other
I
shit.
gotta get the fuck out before you be crazy.
Okay.
So we were talking about my trip to Oregon. I went up for like 3 days, looked around a little bit, realized that I'm in the middle of nowhere up there.
Which is nice, right?
It's kind of cool because where the studio is and where we're at, it's noisy. It's fucking noisy.
Yeah,
but
we'll say okay. We're gonna say we're in California right now.
we're in California.
Okay, we didn't say. I don't know if we've ever said that. We might have. We've implied it.
I don't think
But-
we did, but
Well, now we're in California, but we're leaving.
we're leaving. So
Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, so we're gonna be up. I'm up in Oregon, kind of looking around a little bit, and I realized we don't go political. We never have been political, but I realized that there's some shit going on here that's going on up there, and I'm like, what?
There is the same stuff,
Yeah, it's the same shit. But you know what?
but we're not talking about that.
We're gonna talk about a movie review. You said the movie sucked.
I didn't say the movie sucked. Actually, I liked it more than I thought I was going to. And I really kind of picked this movie because it's been popping up in Netflix on my choices. And I thought it looked really stupid. So I'm like, okay, let me watch a bad movie because I haven't talked about a bad review, in a while. And I was going to watch this. And it turned out to be better than I thought. So this is not, it ruined my plan. But that's all right.
It actually was good.
It had a twist in it that I was not expecting, so that was good. But before the show, we were talking about, like what I'm going to talk about, what you're going to talk about, and you said you were going to talk about some sex thing, and I don't know exactly what you're going to talk about.
I can go back many years. I think it was 1987.
1987.
When I started getting into rock radio and stuff, and I was working at a radio station upstairs, overlooking the bay.
Okay.
And I kind of went to a haunted house, met this girl that actually was dressed up like a little bear. She went back to the radio station with me, and it was something else. We had a great time. So a couple nights later, I'm on the air. I was doing overnights. I'm young. I could pull that shit off all
And
day long.
overnights for people would be what?
Midnight to 6.
6
7 in the
a.m.
morning. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm doing overnights, and I get a phone call on the request line, and she's all, hey. She goes, me and my sister are over here house sitting a boat in the bay. We want you to come over when you get off. I'm all, nah, I'm cool. She goes, no. What you did to me the other night, I want you to come over
Oh
there.
my God! Is that why you're telling
Yeah,
the story? Because
yeah.
you think you got a 5-star rating out
I
of this?
did. I was like Ron Jeremy and shit. So I go over there.
Oh, good
I
Lord.
go over there and walk in with a 6-pack of beer, and the rest is history.
Well,
So,
no, I thought you were going to talk about it though.
I just did.
That was it. The rest
That's
is
it.
history.
I'm not gonna bring
You're not
any more
going
of
to
it.
specify.
No. I'm not
This is
gonna-
this is a podcast. You can say whatever you want.
I
It's
know.
all right.
I'm not going to specify any of it, but it was fun.
Okay, so
But-
you and the two sisters did shit. Is what you're saying?
No, played poker.
Did you play? You played strip poker?
No, we just
Or you poked her? Is that poker? You poked
we
her?
played poker.
And then stuff happened, and then you left.
I went
Or
back.
did you sleep? Did you stay the night?
I stayed the night.
Are
got
you
up
one
the
of those
next
guys
morning.
that would stay the whole night and then leave in the morning, or
Yeah.
would you sneak out in the middle of the night?
I would look for breakfast in the morning and then get the fuck out.
And when you didn't have it, because I would hope these women were not making you breakfast, and then you would leave.
Yeah, probably, pretty much. I had one girl ask me one time, why me? Why do you want to be with me? And I was like,
I don't want to be with you. I'm just here right now.
Just banging the shit out of you right now.
Exactly.
I ain't in love with your ass.
I'm not with you.
No.
I'm just with you right now.
Yep.
Oh, that poor little girl probably had her heart broken by you.
She wasn't little.
The big dog.
She was kind of big. So.
Oh.
Oh no!
You
Back
like
in the
chunkies?
rock and roll days, we just squared up anything we could.
Queen said, "Fat bottom girls make the rock and world go round."
That's
Thank you,
right.
Queen,
And
so
they're
much
right.
for that.
Bigdog AC show. Thanks for listening.
Is that what you say when you're trying to get out of something?
I was trying
That
to get
is
out
what
of
you're
there. Trying to.
Oh my god!
So what beer are we drinking? What is that
Okay,
beer?
for the third time.
Yes.
For the third time today.
Yeah.
we've
It'll
said
probably be
Sunny
6 or 7.
Sunny Day. Big
I'm
Dog.
looking for sunny days
Well,
that Barrel House to come, sponsor us. That'd be cool.
Big Dog has had a few beers before this, and apparently he keeps forgetting what we're drinking. Sunny Days, Barrel House Brewing, Portuguese, owner operator.
There you go.
President owner.
So are you Portuguese?
I am half Portuguese.
Is that why you keep saying
Yes.
Portuguese stuff?
Yes, because I'm half Portuguese.
Well, some Portuguese people don't like to hear Portuguese, so I'm just wondering.
Well,
what you're
as a
saying.
Portuguese, I'm allowed to say that.
Oh, really? Oh,
I honestly had no idea that was like a thing until someone, when I was in junior high, I want to say, he was
Right.
also Portuguese, and I think my mom knew his mom or whatever, of course.
well, your
'Cause
mom,
my mom's a Portuguese one.
Oh yeah, she knows
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. So
everybody.
small town growing up, everyone knows everybody anyways, but then when you're Portuguese, it's even smaller. So when I heard Portuguese, I didn't think it was a big deal until he told me that Portuguese was like a derogatory term. I still don't understand.
Really?
Yeah, I don't understand how it's derogatory, but apparently it is.
Is it dependent on who says it?
I'm assuming that, like with other things, if I'm saying Portuguese, then it's probably okay because I'm Portuguese, so it's okay. But I don't know. Like I say, I don't know how it's like a bad thing. So whatever.
Right.
My mom never said Portuguese. I heard it from somebody else, but my mom would always say greenhorn, like they just fresh off the boat kind of thing. Like
Yep.
they just like rode the boat from the Azores.
Well, there's one thing for your mom always says is like the stuff right to the point.
Yeah.
If it gets you, if it stabs you in the heart, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
So greenhorn is what she would always say, because that's the ones that came fresh from the Azores on the boat, and then they're greenhorns. But that's all I ever knew. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know that how it's derogatory or not. But
So-
I'm Portuguese, so there you go.
So there you go.
It's out there.
That's right. And we're getting ready to move.
And we're
studio.
gonna move the studio.
It's gonna be cool, man. I can't wait to get into that studio.
It's gonna be exciting.
State of the art shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be awesome. Now we have a movie review coming up,
Yes.
and this one is big time stars.
Well, let's see if people notice something before my movie review. But before that, I do actually have some entertainment news if we want to talk about it.
Nah.
Thanks.
All right, go ahead.
Well, first of all, are you done with all your sex story?
Wait a minute.
I
let
don't
me
think I have any sex rock stories.
Oh, you do.
No, I have some
I
sex.
get-
I have sex stories.
You
but that's
got some crazy shit, but you
Nothing-
don't want to talk about it.
nothing to do with.
You
rock
will not
or-
bring it up if I start asking those sexy.
Probably not.
No.
I probably won't. Mine's my next rating. I mean, we're explicit already on there, but
Yeah.
this is like beyond. So I
It's
don't
crazy
know.
shit.
I don't know that we're supposed to talk.
Did you come? That's all I want to know.
Oh my gosh.
Did you?
Well, it depends on what time we're talking about. So yeah, sure. Okay.
there you go.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Yep.
Is that Big Dog AC show?
Big Dog AC show. Anyways, we appreciate you listening. We're drinking Barrel House Blonde Ale, which is really good. It's actually pretty tasty.
With citrus, and you can taste the citrus like right off the bat.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. So we appreciate you listening.
It's not heavy. It's not harsh at all, and it's pretty tasty.
So we're gonna get back to the trip to Oregon with snacks. I went up there with snacks, and I mean, I had to. We were on the third floor, one of the hotels.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on the third floor. So I'm walking through the parking lot to go to the car. I had to get something, and he's got the window wide open, singing as loud as he can.
And he's loud.
And I look up at him. He's all, "How's that?" I'm all, "Perfect." That's perfect.
It's like, I don't know how everyone appreciates that. Or not.
Crazy.
He's loud. He is crazy.
Yeah.
But he made it fun.
It was fine. I was glad he went with me, because if you drive all the way to Oregon from where we're living, that's all day.
It's a long trip.
Yeah. So
So you guys had snacks because I packed some.
yeah, he did. He was eating all the other shit. I kind of got one snack out of there, and he ate all the rest of shit. So
As long as somebody ate it.
that's
fine.
it. Bigdog AC show.
You're gonna say that like 50 times today.
We got a movie review coming up. It's pretty cool. I don't know about the movie, but she has some stuff she wants to talk about.
Oh, can I talk about this
go
stuff?
ahead, go
Okay,
ahead.
this is like entertainment news, TV, movie stuff. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen this, maybe not, but The Simpsons have been renewed for their
Yeah.
33rd and 34th fucking season by Fox.
So let me ask.
Thank you,
how
Fox.
How do they do seasons? There's 2 a year, 1 a year? Because if it's 1 a year, then you're 33 years. But if it's 2 a year, I mean, how do they do it?
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure it's close to 1 a year because it kind of overlaps. Like the seasons usually start like August, September, and end the next year like in March
Right.
or
right.
April, right? So The Simpsons started in 1989. So
How
we're
old,
going to do
how old are you? How old?
1989.
AC.
I was 14 years old.
Damn.
Yeah. So technically it started in 1989. We're 2021. That'd be 32 years. So yeah. So that'd be once a year, one season a year, because they just renewed for 33 and 34. So we're in 32 right now.
Right.
And I didn't start watching them in 1989 because honestly, when I was at my parents' house, because like I say, I was 14 years old.
Right.
We didn't always get Fox. Because of where the house was situated, we would only get like NBC,
So the old
ABC.
school, the old school Portuguese couldn't get like an antenna and put an
We got
antenna.
we got an antenna, but because the house was next to a foothill,
Oh shit!
you had
Yeah.
to turn the antenna
and
to get a certain way,
and have the cow run out.
and we
stand in
couldn't
the
get
middle
it.
of the field. Yeah.
So a lot of times I'd have to go to like my grandparents' house, which they were only a mile away, but they were further away, like away from the foothill.
You and your sister would go down there all the time, get in trouble. That's a long way.
Well, yeah, but I would go down there and I would use their Fox, I'd watch TV and I would watch The Simpsons, and then later on Futurama was on there, which is also created by the guy from The Simpsons, Matt.
Right.
I always say his name wrong. It's like Matt Greening. It looks like Groening, but I think it's like Greening. I think it's something different.
I always thought it was groaning, like he's taking a shit.
Well, me too, but I don't
Groaning.
think that's right.
No.
But he did Futurama, and then I would watch the X-Files too. So I'd be like 8 The Simpsons, 8:30 Futurama, 9 o'clock X-Files, 10 o'clock I drive back to the house.
So you were into the X-Files?
I love the X-Files.
Damn.
I love the X-Files. Movies are awesome too. And finally, when they got together, it's like, finally.
Really?
Yes, but
Oh.
okay. But we're talking about Simpsons,
Yeah.
right?
I
Okay.
guess.
Yes. So that's awesome. I'm so happy. And I can't say that I've watched every single season since I've been watching it, but it's on FX and it plays 24 hours a day sometimes.
All day.
Yes. And so I have been caught up on a lot of stuff, and I fucking love the Simpsons. They are fucking hilarious. I mean, I will be sitting there watching it and I will laugh out loud. It's like crazy. It's just so, like, they start the episodes going one way. You think that this is super important, and then by the end of the episode, it's like way over here, like 10 miles away. It's like, how the fuck did we get here?
they say shit on that show. It's like, what? What's going on? Yeah.
And like a lot of people, they say that the Simpsons have predicted the future because 20 years ago they talked about stuff that's kind of happening right now, that at the time you'd be like, oh, that's never going to happen. And then it's happening.
Well, if you think for 1 minute things can't happen to you, you're crazy.
Oh, well, shit, it's all over the place. You never know what's going to happen.
You walk around like, oh, it'll never happen to me. It'll happen.
No, but I mean like global scale, like pandemic.
I'm talking just people in general.
Yeah, I know.
Walking around like nothing, it'll never happen to me.
There is a lot of people talk about like, they walk around like that.
Yeah.
Now I just made me forget what I was going to say. Thank you very much. Oh, Treehouse of Horrors. I always watch that. And like last year for Halloween, they ran all of the Treehouse of Horrors Simpsons at Halloween episodes. Fucking amazing. I love all of those. But you're not necessarily a big fan. You don't always watch it. But who would be your favorite character? Big Dog.
Simpsons?
From The Simpsons. Who's your favorite
Grandpa.
And why would Grandpa be?
Because he doesn't take any shit. He's all, oh, go fuck yourself. I'll be over here. That's the way he is.
He just says shit. And it's like, what? Makes no sense.
He actually reminds me of your dad, actually. Go, I'm 90, get the fuck out.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'll say who my favorite character is. Okay, who I identify with.
Go ahead.
Okay, Maggie.
Yes. Yeah, I can
The
see
little
that.
baby.
Because you can't tell her shit. You just do whatever you want. It doesn't matter if you may take a suggestion.
I'll take a suggestion.
But it's just like I am on this planet and walking your ass up.
Okay, well that's not why I say Maggie, but
why is it?
That's what you say.
Why use it, Maggie?
Is that what you think of me? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, you're tough shit, man.
Okay.
Tough badass chick.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Well, I like Maggie because there's a lot of episodes where you know that she's the baby. She never talks. Well, there's a couple times that she's said stuff, but she basically never talks and they just think she's a baby. But then she's the one that goes out and rescues Homer. He was kidnapped and hidden in the basement somewhere, and she's the one that got out and got the dog, and she rode the dog, Santa's little helper, and she rode out there and got him, and she saved Homer. So, oh my God, Big Dog's so lazy.
You got all the beer over there.
He can't get up and walk over here
you
and
got
get
the
a beer when I'm talking.
Sunshine going.
Well, anyways, Maggie's awesome, and she's underestimated a lot. And just because she's not talking doesn't mean that she doesn't know what's going on. So that's what.
Kind of like your cat. Your
Kind of
cat.
like me. That's why I'm saying that, because I like Maggie. So
Just because she's talking doesn't mean she knows what's going on.
I said just because she's not talking doesn't mean she doesn't know what's going on. Because she's listening to everything and she sees what's going on. So anyways, that's why I like Maggie.
You like Maggie.
Okay, so that's The Simpsons. So yay, Fox, for renewing them for 2 more seasons.
2 more.
Which is awesome. But then also with The Simpsons, like I said, Futurama, now on Netflix is a show by the same guy called Disenchantment, which I have started watching this season. And I'm about 3 or 4 episodes in, and actually I like it a lot.
Really?
It's more like Futurama than The Simpsons. Like the characters kind of look more like Futurama, but I don't know.
Any sex?
Yes. Because this is like almost TV 14 kind of cartoon, but it's really funny. It's got adult humor in it, and there's sex all over the place, and everyone's drinking. And it's
perfect.
It's set
kind of like this show.
Yeah, basically, it's just like us. But it's set in medieval times, and it's centered around the princess of the kingdom, and there's magical creatures and all this stuff, and then there's an elf that leaves his little perfect elf life to go out and see something else. I mean, he's tired of just being happy all the time. He wants to go out. So then he goes out, and then there's this little demon that the princess unleashes. So that's her personal demon. So then he tries to talk her into bad stuff, which really he doesn't have to talk too hard because she's already like into bad stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really funny though. I like the characters, and the dialogue is super funny.
What's the name of it?
Disenchantment.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
So this is not your movie review.
No, this is not the movie review. This is just an episodic
episode.
thing on Netflix, and I finally got a chance to watch it, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. So it's like adult cartoon, so I liked it. But then also, so that's The Simpsons. So now Jumanji, anybody that's a fan of the whole movie series, they have Jumanji 4 in early development, and that's the one with The Rock Dwayne Johnson,
Well, I
Karen
think
Gillan, Kevin Hart.
I think anything The Rock is in, it's just
He's hilarious.
done.
I mean, Scorpion King, that was like his first movie. That was kind of rough.
We were going to talk about that a little bit too, about back in the day when I was living in an apartment complex, and
Oh, yeah.
The Rock's dad, and Peter Maravilla, and Alta, and all the other people were living there, and The Rock wasn't even born yet. So I knew his dad and his mom.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, so they were always, hey, how you doing? And then there was a time I remember a New Year's Eve party, and The Rock came, not to Rocky Johnson Jr., Sr. came to the party and danced with my mom.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. They were all dancing. We all knew each other.
That's amazing.
It's kind of cool. We moved into this apartment complex. Next thing I know, I got Peter Maravilla. I got, what was it? Ray Stevens. All these, wrestlers coming over to visit. Peter Maravilla, he was already living there. So Ray Stevens, there was a lot of them.
Who was Dwayne Johnson, his mom? What was
Alta,
her?
Alta was his mom.
But what was her dad was like Samoan,
Oh,
right?
he was Samoan. He's a high priest. So.
And what was that what he was called in WWE?
Yeah, I think he was.
Or WWF at that time.
Yeah, he was the high priest, Peter Maravilla.
Oh, okay, that was him.
Peter
Okay.
Maravilla. So Peter Maravilla's daughter married Rocky Johnson's dad.
Rocky Johnson.
Yeah,
and Dwayne Johnson.
Boom, there's Dwayne. So
that's awesome that
if
you have that.
Yeah, so if you watch that show, Young Rock or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
it really is the way it was. It was cool. So
I wonder if we tried to reach out to Dwayne Johnson, if he would remember the apartment complex at least, or
yeah, it was. Remember, I told you it was like something court or some shit up there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, when we went up there, it was just, and then these wrestlers were coming in there and sitting by the pool.
yeah,
These guys.
Well, because that was before it was so hyped up now, where they got their own private jet or they got their own private.
I'm sure they had stuff, but it wasn't like it is now.
Yeah.
But back then it was cool because I can remember walking by Peter Maravilla's hotel room, or not hotel, it was an
Apartment room?
Yeah. Peter Maravilla was in there. The Rock was in there, senior, and they were playing the ukuleles, and they were just going at it, man.
That's awesome.
And hey, what's up? I was a little kid. Hey, how you doing?
And how old were you?
Geez, I'd say probably 7.
So if I reached out to Dwayne Johnson right now, would he remember who your parents were?
I don't think you'd remember who.
Or the apartment complex?
Yeah, the apartment complex.
Okay, he'd remember the apartment
So
complex.
you're gonna reach out to him?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm going to say, hey, listen to the Big Dog AC show. He knew you when you were a baby.
I didn't even know he was a baby. I knew his great grandfather, and I remembered his dad, and I knew his mom.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
That's it.
Because we follow Dwayne Johnson on Instagram, and I personally follow him also.
Right.
And he's got his mom on there. He seems like he's such an amazing person. I mean, that would be amazing.
And then you look at his workout regimen.
Well, he's a beast.
Bam.
I mean, good
Boom.
fuck. I'd
Can you
probably
imagine?
die.
Can you imagine if he swung a golf club?
No, he'd break the golf club, or fire would come out and it'd be fire. It's just
What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Golf ball
It
be on
doesn't
fire.
matter what you think about that.
Oh my god, that's true.
Big Dog
That's
AC
true. Oh my
show.
gosh.
Thanks for listening.
Okay, well,
we
I was still-
appreciate it.
I was still talking about Jumanji, but
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead. Then
I know you like to
We're gonna get that music movie review.
Well, we're going to, but I wanted to talk about Jumanji. The original one with Robin Williams was out in 1995, which I do think is a very good movie also. And you've seen it multiple
yeah,
times.
I think it's cool.
My niece really likes this movie. And I think it's really nice the way they made the script, and the storyline and everything is really cool, with the game coming to life, of course, and stuff. But then we switched to 2017 with Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, with Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson. They're fucking hilarious together, which they've done many movies together now.
Couple.
Because they're like perfect.
Yeah.
It's like it is the elephant and the mouse basically. They're
pretty much.
They're crazy and they're so fucking funny. So then that one came out in 2017. The Next Level came out in 2019, and that's the one with when they went back into the jungle after being out for a while and stuff, and that one was good too, with Awkwafina. And then the other short little dude, which, oh my God, I forgot his name and I wrote it down and I totally forgot his name. What was that guy's name?
AC's movie review.
What was the guy's name?
I don't know.
The one that was married to the chick from Cheers. The one that's on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Short guy. Bald. Short. Are you kidding me?
I have no idea. I don't watch those fucking shows.
Yeah, but you've never watched? Oh my God. I don't want to be wrong again, so I'm not going to bullshit people. I'm going to look it up.
I don't watch those fucking shows.
And I can't. I'm so sorry that I do not remember that guy's name.
You asked me something about moonshiners. I got moonshiners.
Really?
Yeah, I got
Is that what you
Yeah, that's what I got.
Is that what you got? Danny DeVito. Holy shit.
Oh my God. He's a massive star.
I know. How come you didn't remember it?
How come you couldn't get it done?
How come I asked you and you didn't know who it was?
I don't know. Because it's Sunny Barrel House Brewing Company. Big Dog AC show. Can we get into a movie review?
Why? Are we done? Okay. Well, so then that was at Next Level with 2019 with Danny Glover. And Danny DeVito and Awkwafina. And actually, I liked it once they got it back into the Jumanji, because all the stories, except for the first one, the stories where they're just in their regular life and then they jump into Jumanji.
Right.
I don't care about their life. I like it when they're in Jumanji. So, okay, so there's that. So Jumanji 4, early development. That was the point, and I can't wait because I love Dwayne Johnson.
AC?
And Kevin Hart's cool too.
AC?
He's super funny. Yes.
AC, you gonna let me talk?
I don't know. If you got something important to say, you can go ahead.
Jeez.
Big Dog AC show.
Try and dig my ass out of that. Big Dog AC show. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyways, thank you for listening. We're on all the platforms, all of them, every one of them. Yeah,
every single fucking one that you can think of.
Every one of those. Yeah. So we appreciate you listening. Now, here's the deal. We are going to do a movie review.
Yes.
And now it's a little different because you didn't like the movie, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. So,
okay.
We appreciate you listening. Here comes AC's movie review.
It's AC's movie review.
Oh my goodness. That was my first movie review intro. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Okay, I won't comment out anymore. I just wanted to say, woo!
Yeah.
Awesome. Woo. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So the movie I watched this time was called Eli. It was on Netflix and it kept popping up on my Netflix. It's from 2019 and the rating on Netflix was TV MA. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to finally watch this. This is MA. It's got to be interesting, right? Okay. So basically, it's about this 11-year-old boy. His parents have him living in a bubble because they have told him he has this autoimmune disease. So when he gets exposed to like the outside elements and he breathes in the air, then his skin, he starts to get boils and he starts to get all red and you know, he thinks he's going to die. So they drive him to this one place.
I don't know. So I don't know about boils.
Okay, well, there's boils and things. So they take him. This is like the last doctor that they can take him to, and this person supposedly cures everything, and everything. This boy is supposed to be cured after this from this doctor. These parents have spent all their money. They have nothing left. They're basically riding on fumes. Their car's a piece of shit because they've sold everything to try to get there. So they get to this house, and as soon as they turn down the street, you can see it's like all foggy. It's sunny everywhere else. As soon as they turn down the street, it's fucking foggy. I don't know where it's supposed to be because I don't think they ever really say. But it's like the creepiest fucking house. You pull up to this humongous house in the middle of nowhere, And it's fucking creepy as fuck. But okay, she's supposed to solve everything, right? So then they get to the house. They go in there. It's a clean house, meaning the air is filtered. Everything is kind of sectioned off. The water's filtered. Like there's no germs. Basically, the idea is no germs. To get into the house, you gotta walk through the disinfectant chamber or whatever. Cleans everything off. And then they go in. So then the boy who's walking around with his hazmat suit when he's outside riding in the car and whatever, he eventually trusts that he can take the suit off. And so he does. And then he's able to, walk around. The mom's able to hug him, which she hasn't been able to do for like 5-6 years. And all this stuff. So everyone's all excited. And this is supposed to be some gene therapy this amazing doctor is supposed to do. So there's 3 stages. He goes through the first one, and then he starts seeing things in this house, and they're trying to play it off like it's the medication and stuff, but he sees shit, and these ghosts and things are grabbing him, carrying him down the fucking hallway, and he's telling everybody, look, this shit's happening to me. And they're like, oh no.
He sees shit. He's seeing shit.
He's seeing a bunch of fucking shit all over the fucking place.
Fuck?
And these people are like, oh no, it's just the medication. And the parents they seem clueless to what's going on. But later on, you find out that there's like, it might not be an autoimmune disease. It might be something else. So in the beginning of this movie, I was kind of bored and I was waiting for something to happen. And then once they got into the house, there's some jump scares because there are things like where he's looking in the mirror and then there's some really creepy, weird shit behind him.
Really?
And then he turns around and it's not there. And then he looks back in the mirror and it's closer. And then he turns around.
So it's pretty much like every other scary movie.
Basically.
Keep doing the same shit.
It's all the same shit, man. It's all the same fucking shit.
I'll give you $100 if you can scare me in a movie. Scare me.
Well, and so this movie though, it did make me jump a couple times because I was like, oh shit, because you knew something was going to happen, but it's the way the thing looked that looked kind of scarier or more gruesome than like a typical like TV 14 or PG 13 kind of movie. So this one was a little more graphic to where the ghosts were a little more gory.
So 1 to 5 beers.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even like halfway through my review and you're already
Go ahead.
You're already done. Big Dog AC show. Thank you for listening. It's you too.
Big Dog AC show. I don't know what just fucking happened.
But no, so I did, like, aside from the story, there were some jump scares which were better than I expected. But then it still seemed like it was like the typical haunted house kind of movie and story and stuff. And then you think the doctor, something's going on. Like there's something not right with the doctor. And truly, there's something not right with the doctor. But the parents are kind of aware of what's going on. So there was a twist at the end of the movie that kind of caught me like, oh, that's different. So that was kind of nice. I'm not going to say what it was because it was actually a different kind of thing and I did appreciate it a lot. So it helped raise the review from like a 3.
You're not going to say it because you don't want to ruin it.
I don't want to ruin it because it honestly is a different twist than what you would think. It's not like the typical haunted house kind of story.
Right.
And it's not just that the doctor is not what she seems, but it's also the parents know something different and the boy doesn't know. And then when he finds out really what's going on, then it's like totally fucking wow. It was really good. That part was good.
So how many beers? 1 to 5?
So I'm going to say 3.5. But
what?
I know, but before the twist, it was going to be less.
Oh.
So because of the twist, I'm giving it 3.5 because I did like that. But then after the twist and after they kind of resolve that in the last couple minutes, then it makes it back into stupid. So it does make it stupid. It's like, really? You just totally flipped it, made it this totally different kind of like, wow, I wasn't expecting it. And then they made it stupid by just like, oh, well, we're going to go drive over there. And
So
it's
whoever wrote the end of the movie just fucked it up.
It's like they wrote it interesting to that part, and then like,
Yeah.
oh, well, we better wrap it up
we gotta
really
go.
quick.
We gotta go get a coffee.
Let's wrap it up really quick. So this is what we're going to have them do, and then bum, 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 and then we're done. So I didn't like the very last minute, the last 5 minutes of the ending, but
Right.
but I liked it right before that. So that's 3.5 beers
3.5 beers.
out of 5.
AC
and
says
that was
3. And what's the movie?
that was AC's movie review. Oh, it's called Eli.
Eli.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's out anywhere else or if it's just on Netflix, but I'm trying to find some like good scary movies, and it's
But-
really hard.
But nothing scares you though. So
Well-
it's just like you watch the stuff and you're like, yeah, that was cool.
Well, the problem is that they have these descriptions on Netflix or
Right.
Amazon or whatever,
Right.
or they show the little trailer or they show a picture of like a still from the movie, and you think it's going to be this awesome fucking thing, and then you get into it and you're like, what?
What the fuck?
What
is
the
that?
fuck? Exactly. And this was TVMA, which is part of why I chose it. And I don't know what the MA part was. And the description is in language. And I'm like, oh, I better not watch it because I don't fucking like bad language, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I don't know why this would be an MA version. But like I say, there was that good little part twist. So that was pretty good.
So I'm gonna do this. Big Dog AC show. Thanks for listening.
Whenever you hear Big Dog AC show, that means he's trying to get out of it
Oh,
or
yeah. So we already got the movie review.
movie review check.
She did it.
I
We
did
appreciate it.
I did it.
So we're
and
gonna-
I hope everyone likes the new intro
Yeah.
for the
I
movie
think so.
review.
I think we're gonna put some stuff together. Appreciate you listening. We're moving the Razor Sharp Studios, so it's gonna take a little time,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll get another show. But we're gonna do them up until we can't do them anymore. So
Right.
yeah.
Until we have to take a break while we move. But
So-
after that,
So enjoy our shit.
enjoy the shit while you can.
That's right.
Because we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google
Dog AC
Podcasts,
show.
Amazon Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Pandora, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Deezer, Listen Notes. We are on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. We are on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on email. So bigdogacshow@gmail.com.
Yep.
Let me know if there's something that you want me to watch. Is there something that's really scary out there that scares you? Because I'm looking and
Well, KD
I don't
had stuff, and you didn't even look at this stuff.
don't say I didn't look at the stuff. Some of the things I've watched already,
Oh
but I do have to look at some of the other things. So don't say I'm like completely ignoring because I'm not.
no, you won't.
Okay. I'm
No.
not completely ignoring it. So
Okay,
don't
thanks
say
for
that.
listening. Big Dog AC show.
There you go. Thank you for listening.